12 mistakes to avoid when selling your home. So I put together this great report that has 12 mistakes to avoid when selling your new home. So number one, you probably want to know that, well, you don't have to make these mistakes, but a lot of people do. So I want to give you a heads up on them. So number one, here's the 4 don'ts that you want to make sure you don't do, right? Don't get emotional. This is a business transaction, but yet it is your home. So it's very easy to get emotional. So be careful with that. And then number 2, don't set an unrealistic price, right? If your home was only worth $700,000 and you're pricing it at $1 million, you're going to cause all kinds of problems, and eventually you'll get even less than what it's worth. So set a realistic price that'll attract the correct buyers. Number 3, don't hide major problems. They're going to come up. Might as well be upfront about it to buyers so they don't walk away. People just hate it when things are hidden from them. Be upfront. People realize they're buying most likely a used home. It's not perfect. They'll be okay with it. Tell them up front. Number 4, don't wait until the last minute. There's so much to do to get your ducks in a row. That's why I tell sellers, hey, contact me anywhere from 6 to 12 months before you want to list. I'll start helping you prepare and do it correctly. All right, so those are the don'ts. All right, moving on. Here's some of the do's, right? So not doing these are huge mistakes that home sellers make all the time. So do like a video walkthrough of the property, or a virtual tour that walks people through. Out-of-town buyers love to see those, and they might even fly in just because they got that level of detail. They might be your best buyer, right? And do make minor repairs. So buyers see everything with their eyeballs. So if you want to get maximum dollar, fix those little things. The biggest thing we see is paint. It's your biggest return on investment. I mean, before that, it's even just cleaning up and decluttering. All right, so number 7, do make cosmetic repairs. Sort of what I was talking about before. Make those little things. And number 8, do stage the home. Almost every single one of our sellers, we at least have one of my home staging experts do a walkthrough and give you some advice. Now, whether we do some work for you or you do it on your own, that's up to you. All right, so the last 4 mistakes many people make have to do with buyers and the buying process. So home sellers can impact the sale, so be careful you don't make these mistakes, right? So be careful about negotiations, right? You don't want to overplay your hand and lose a great buyer, but then you don't want to give away the farm either, okay? And number 10, be careful about when you sell. Different times of year require different strategies. Number 11, be careful about buyer qualifications. We want to make sure we have a qualified buyer that won't leave you sort of, at the altar and leave you right before closing. You have to start all over. That is just so tough to deal with. And number 12, be careful about delays. We want to make sure we keep things moving. Once we get a buyer there, if we can get them closed, the sooner we get them closed, the less problems can come up. All right, so that's your 12 mistakes you want to avoid, when selling. And your biggest mistake is to do it on your own, not hiring a highly competent professional like myself to help you with the sale. If you have any questions or you'd like this report, just shoot me an email, shoot me a text, and we'll get it right over to you.